Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Dorrianne Gray, and I am here with your Sagittarius March 2022 love reading. So we're going to jump on in. If you feel positively about the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you feel positively about me, please give the channel a subscribe. This is the Sagittarius love reading for March 2022. I'm using the Crybaby Tarot deck today. Wow. You know, Sag, okay, whenever I read for you, the cards really just out of control, can't control themselves. You see that, right? I'm just out here trying to read tarot for you on YouTube, and it's just like nonstop with, okay, enough. It's just nonstop with you, Sag. Like, wow. All right, so you got the Ace of Swords. Sword card, excuse me. Ooh, the Hierophant. Okay. What else? You got the Death. Oh, never heard it called the Death. You got the Two of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Seven of Swords, the Fool, the Nine of Swords. I think I can fit one more. The Three of Wands. Okay, no more. The Ten of Swords. Jesus. The Three of Pentacles. The Devil and Judgment. Okay, Sagittarius. If you have any Leo placements, you might want to check out the Leo reading because there's a lot of really good overlapping cards here that were also for Leo. Okay, Sagittarius, you've gotten more cards than anyone today. So good luck in your love department, right? So this is you. As it's the last card standing, I'm going to put this as your overall energy. The Judgment card, coming face to face and coming to terms with what we've done for ourselves. You have here the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Fool. Actually, no, let's come back to the Fool. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, okay? So that's two wands, that's two new beginnings in love, one involving your mental space and one involving how you carry yourself and your actions. You have two cards here of cycles. You have Death and you have the Fool. Other major arcana include the Hierophant, Judgment, and the Devil. On top of your Devil, you have the Three of Wands. Next to it, the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords, okay? So that is a lot of swords cards, Sagittarius. It feels like you've been holding yourself in a mental prison. The Seven of Swords represents hiding and deception. When you do something you know you shouldn't have and you try to hide it, that Seven of Swords energy is exactly what the Devil is trying to tell you, right? This Devil card here is a warning. It is like to be mindful of our indulgent behaviors. Not all of them are the best for us, right? You also have the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. The Nine of Swords represents anguish, worrying, and ruminating over the things that are not best for you. The Ten of Swords represents betrayal, ending, and fate. Again, the Ten of Swords representing the close of a cycle, and the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands representing a new beginning. Sagittarius, it feels like when it comes to love, you've had to come really, really far. And this is you where you're at right now, having to judge yourself and accept who is around you. Now, Sagittarius, you also have the Hierophant. And this Hierophant, if I must say so myself, is very, very cute. We have a giant rubber ducky, and our feminine character here is portrayed as like a woodland nymph character. She's quite cute. The Hierophant is a card of tradition, religion, and conformity. If you feel bound by tradition or you feel obligated to sustain honor, it feels like this March love cycle for you is about you coming to terms with the expectations you have for yourself in regards to your role in maybe your family unit or your community or your church or just wherever where tradition relies heavily, even your workplace. It feels like this old version of yourself, the one where you feel like you had to constantly abide by the rules set in place by like an organization or some type of governing institution. You're moving away from that, or you're accepting your role or how you, unique as an individual, kind of fit into this situation. Indicated here by Death, the Fool, and the Ten of Swords. Like, no longer, Sagittarius, are you going to let yourself be bound by preconceived notions of how you feel you should behave. And I see that as you come into March, the secret to bringing new love into your life is coming to terms with who you are. For some of you, I feel like this might be more sexuality related, just kind of like how the cards are representing themselves. If you are particularly a bisexual person, if you're a bisexual person and you feel like you've always kind of pursued one gender, maybe open yourself up to other genders or like other perspectives of how you view a healthy relationship, because it feels like this kind of orthodox thinking has it hasn't limited you, but you realize that there's so much more to be learned and gained by exposing yourself to new ideologies and new modes of thinking. The Ace of Wands here, it represents being productive, a new energy, and having enthusiasm. The Two of Wands here represents having choice, a choice for prosperity and a choice for opportunity. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull some advice cards, because we know, Sag, that as you go through this March season, you are coming to terms with what you've built. And you seem very satisfied with it. It's not that you don't want it or that you're distancing yourself from it. It's just that you've had to come to terms and create your own relationship. And a lot of this does feel faith-based. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, again, right? Confirming that. The Three of Swords, again, another swords card, a sword card of betrayal, ending, and feeling, I don't want to say betrayal and ending again, but you know what I'm going for. The Justice and Judgment always seem to go hand in hand. And then your Tower moment. So something is going to come to a head, Sagittarius, where all your preconceived notions of thinking are going to collapse in on themselves, and you're going to feel like you have a much deserved sense of retribution, which is good, indicated by Judgment and the Tower and Justice all working together here. So with that, Sagittarius, as you enter love for March, you are finally reaching that place where all your baggage, all your emotional trauma is behind you. You've accepted the state of how you've got here, and you're accepting your role within like the structures and that you have built for yourself. And it's honestly really relieving. It feels like a huge weight has been lifted, because now you're able to actually properly present your cup of love to someone, because you finally move past this feeling of being confined, this feeling of being betrayed, and this feeling of an imminent ending. With this acceptance of the death, though, you realize how much more you can have, and it puts you into a really good place. Trust your intuition and trust the knowledge that you have with you, Sagittarius, because what you're going to need for love in the next coming seasons is a little bit of luck, a little bit of faith in yourself, and recognizing how far you have come. Sagittarius, if you feel positively about this reading, please give it a like. If you feel positively about me, please give the channel a subscribe. My name is Dorrianne Gray, and I'll check you next time, okay? Goodbye.